Hello everyone, Bach Drum 7 here. This is going to be the last episode of my beginner drumming mini-series. In this episode we'll learn about our first rudiments and how to apply them on the drums. Firstly, let's explain what are rudiments. Rudiments are basic patterns on the drums that will enable you to play much more complex things. The first rudiment we're going to learn is the single stroke roll. The single stroke roll is just right, left, alternating. It's called the single stroke roll because you play each hand once. It goes like this. When you play the single stroke roll, you want to always have your hands and arms relaxed. Only play using your wrist and not your entire arm, as this will use more energy. Single stroke rolls can be used in different fills as well. The most basic single stroke roll fill is the one that we learned in the previous lesson. Single stroke rolls are everywhere. You'll need to master how to play single stroke rolls if you want to play anything complex. The next rudiment we're going to learn is the double stroke roll. The double stroke roll is just right, left, left, alternating. It's called the double stroke roll because you play each hand twice. When you play the double stroke roll, you can play it with your wrist like in single stroke roll. But there's also another technique that you can use to play it. I'll demonstrate this technique to you. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. Instead of picking up your drumstick after each double stroke roll, you can just keep on playing, like this. Notice how when I played, I didn't pick up the drumstick after each double stroke roll. Instead, I just kept my fingers apart and I kept them pressing down and lifting up. Once you master how to play this with your right and left hand, it should sound like this. Single strokes and double strokes can be combined together to create super awesome patterns. The first pattern is right, left, kick. This utilizes the single stroke roll and the double stroke roll. It goes like this. You can repeat it multiple times as well. And you can move it around the drum kit. Once played fast, it sounds like this. Another cool pattern that you can use on the drums goes like this. It involves playing a simple bass drum and snare drum pattern. Then you want to play the double stroke 4 times on the hi-hat. So you want to play the double stroke rolls in 16/3 as well. Then once you're done, you should reach the snare drum. And then the rest of the hi-hat goes in single stroke rolls. The next rudiment that we're going to learn is the paradiddle. The paradiddle is a rudiment that goes like this. It goes right, left, left. And then it repeats. Right, left. You can think of it as this. Para will be right, left. And diddle will be right, or left. Pa, ra, di, do. Pa, ra, di, do. You can practice this really slowly, and soon enough it will become muscle memory. Once you know how to play a paradiddle fast, it should sound like this. Right, left, This rudiment is especially useful to play in fills and grooves. I can demonstrate you a paradiddle drum fill and a paradiddle in a groove right now. The paradiddle drum fill goes like this. We play right, left, right, right, but on every first note of the paradiddle, we move it to a tom. So it would sound like this. The reason that we don't move our left hand to the floor tom is it is a bit hard to play. Practice this slowly and then slowly bring it up to speed. The next thing that we're going to learn is a paradiddle drum beat. The paradiddle will alternate between the hi-hat and the snare drum. So, our right hand will play on the hi-hat and our left hand will play on the snare drum, like this. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Then we're going to add the bass drum on 1 and we're going to accent the snare drum on 2, like this. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. It should sound like this. Bring it up to speed and it will sound like this. It will sound really cool in drum grooves. These 3 rudiments are the most essential rudiments that every drummer should know. These are the basic foundations of drumming, so you make sure you practice these every day. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Beginner Drumming mini-series. This will be the last episode of the Beginner Drumming mini-series, and we'll start doing the Intermediate Drumming mini-series. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos, and I hope you have a nice day.